I just finished watching Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey movie, and I cannot say if it is good or bad. I'm going to be breaking down this movie from the point of view of a guy that loves Greek myths. So let's just dive into Hello, everyone. Welcome to Samuel Unfiltered. In this channel, we talk about movies, we break down movies, we give movie reviews. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Support me by subscribing and make sure you like this video. And also turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post. So let's dive into the Odyssey movie has been in production for years now, and I remember when they first announced that they were making another Odyssey movie. When Christopher Nolan announced that he was like making another Odyssey movie, I was really hyped. I watched the 1997 version and it was really good. It was really magical. I watched it when I was like 5 years old or maybe 4 years old. All I know is I was really young when I watched it, and it opened my eyes to like Greek mythology. I was obsessed with Greek mythology ever since I saw the first Odyssey movie. So when they announced that they will be making this second one, I was really hyped because now that we have the CGI, we have the right VFX and all that. That means it will be looking really good. Like they're going to make the movie to be really fantastic. So I was like obsessed. And when they announced the cast of the Odyssey, I was hyped. I was super hyped. Honestly, like seeing all these magical creatures, the Cyclops, the Sirens, and all that. I was really hyped. So I was like, oh, I can't wait for this movie to come out. And now it's finally out and I've seen it. And all I can say is the movie did not quite hit the nail on the head. I'm going to be giving it a 6 over 10 or maybe a 5 over 10 or 5.5 over 10. The movie did not hit the nail on the head. And I've seen so many movie review channels giving it a 10 over 10 or maybe a 9 over 10. But I don't think it deserves that. It's a solid 6. As a guy that is obsessed with Greek mythology, they did not quite hit the nail on the head. So I'm going to be giving my review from the point of view of a person that loves Greek myths. So from the 1997 version that I watched, like they captured something that the 2026 version did not capture. So I don't really know how to explain it, but let's just start from the problems. Number one is their accent. They were using American accent in this movie, and it did not feel magical. They had Tom Holland saying that mom, like some of the English that they were using in the movie, was the English that we're using now in 2026, and it did not feel special or magical. They would have used maybe old English. I'm not saying that they should like go and learn Greek language. No, like they should have at least tried to use old English to make it feel like you know, like somehow like real. I don't know how to explain, but the American accent that they used in the movie was really off-putting. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. They should have just tried and used old English, like correct the dad to father. I don't know if you're understanding me. So that accent was one of my main issues. The American accent was so bad, and like I will not forgive it. Honestly, they should have used maybe British accent or something, at least to make the movie to be like special. So the next problem I had with this movie was the dressing, the costume. The costume was so bad. So Odysseus and his men went to fight, like they went to war on at Troy, and after they fought, they were on their way back. But once you look at their costume, their dress, you will know that like these people did not fight any war because their costume was still looking neat. They had like what they were wearing, their armor, it was still looking neat. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt really off. You fought in the war for like 10 years and you're coming back and everything is still intact. Your sword is still looking new, your costume, you don't have any like injuries and all that. It did not feel real. It felt like, oh, let's just start, or let's just make a movie about Odysseus, about the Odyssey. And yeah, we're going to start from our victory. Like we just defeated Troy. Now let's start our story from there. It did not like the addressing was just really like it was just too neat. Let me just say it. There's something that the 1997 version captured that the recent one did not capture. I'm talking about the goddesses or these divine beings in the story. We have Athena, we have Circe, we have Calypso, and these three characters were played by three amazing actresses, like three beautiful, amazing actresses. But Christopher Nolan did not like capture the divinity of Athena. Once you watch the 1997 version, anytime Athena is on screen, there's this aura that she emits. You say, "Oh, this woman is a goddess." But in the 2026 version, whenever Athena is on screen, it feels like she's just a random character. She does not even feel like a goddess. Like the way she dressed like a random Greek woman, honestly. They should have at least made her look like a goddess. Maybe like get a helmet, a golden helmet, because Athena was usually wearing a helmet. They would have given her a helmet, like give her something beautiful to wear, like so that we will know that once this person is on screen, we are looking at the goddess Athena. No, they did not do it. She just felt like a random character. Like her face was bare, no makeup, no nothing. Like nothing shows that this woman here is a goddess, and it was really annoying. Then Calypso, Calypso looked like a fisherwoman. I don't know how to explain it, or her dress, everything about her was just not giving. In the 1997 version, she looked like a sea nymph. Like she looked so beautiful. The way she looked, her eyes, her dress, everything about her. Once she's on screen, you will know, oh, this is Calypso, the goddess of immortality. Yes, that is what she is. The 2026 version, Charlize Theron, yeah, she's a beautiful actress. She just like the costume that they gave her was so underwhelming. I don't know. It felt so bad. Like it looked so bad, and they should have tried. They should have at least made her look somehow divine. Like give her some like handmaidens, give her some like glam her up, let her look like a goddess. They just made her look random. I know that they want the story or the movie to be realistic, but still these people are goddesses. They're not ordinary people. Then Circe was just a woman living in the island, and she's just a farmer. They just made her to like they just turned her into a farmer, tending different animals. And yeah, those animals are actually human beings. But still, they would have at least made her look somehow divine and beautiful. In the original myth, Odysseus spent years with Circe and Calypso. He even had a son with Calypso. But in the movie, they did not show this. He was just living with Calypso, and that's just it. And the reason why Odysseus spent years with these women is because of their beauty. But the movie did not capture their beauty like the way they should have captured it. The actresses look beautiful, but the movie made them to look random. Like it was not given. Then Helen of Troy, I don't really get like how they made her to look like. Lupita Nyong'o is a beautiful actress. She's a beautiful woman, and she's one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood today. But they just made her to look. I don't know how to say this. They just made her face to look somehow distorted. Like this woman is Helen of Troy, but they had her looking like something else. I don't know. They took out a lot of things from this movie. They made the movie into something else. Yeah, I know it's the Odyssey, but still, it did not feel like the Odyssey. That scene where let me not say this. That's in the story when Odysseus was on his way to meet Circe. Hermes came to him. Hermes, the messenger of the gods, came to him and gave him some herb to eat, so that when he eats it, he will not get affected by Circe's magic. Like Circe will not be able to turn him into an animal. In the movie, the recent one, they did not show this. They did not show us Hermes, nothing like that. Odysseus just figured it out that Circe is a sorceress that changes men to animals. And this is not correct. Then again, yeah, Odysseus and his men angered Poseidon, the god of the sea. Yeah, he angered him. But in the movie, we did not see Poseidon. Like, we did not even, like, I know maybe getting an actor to play Poseidon might be stressful or might be expensive. So, yeah, they should have at least, get somebody and like dress him up as Poseidon. At least let it feel like, oh, they really angered Poseidon and this is Poseidon. They did not include the gods in this movie. Poseidon, Zeus, and Hermes. They did not include the gods. And then Athena, they did not really like dress her up. They did not like glam her up to look like Athena. She did not look like Athena. Let me just be honest with you guys. But the story is actually good. The effects, the Cyclops was really, really good. Like, the Cyclops was very scary. It was genuinely scary. Then, I mean, I think the Cyclops is the only thing that I really liked in this movie. The only monster that I liked in this movie. Then that scene where they passed the sirens, sirens, half women, half bird. That scene where they passed the sirens, they did not actually show us the sirens. They just, canceled that part. They did not actually show any siren. They just showed Odysseus struggling to like go meet them because they said once you hear the song of the siren, you're going to abandon your ship and jump into the water to go meet them, and they might kill you. So Odysseus, they tied him up, and he was listening to the siren song, and they did not show any siren. I was like really hyped up to see how the sirens would have looked like. No, they didn't. And while they were sailing, the seas looked okay. When they were crossing Charybdis, like Scylla and Charybdis, the giant whirlpool, when they were crossing it, the sea looked calm. Like it was just so obvious that the whirlpool was just CGI. I don't know how to explain that. But in the 1997 version, there was like tempests, the seas was just rolling, all those things, and like they captured the severity of the situation. But this 2026 movie did not really capture it. The sea was calm, and they just maneuvered the whirlpool, and then went into another area where they now encountered Scylla. So it did not feel magical. That's just the problem I had with this movie. Other than that, the story is actually good, but the monsters did not feel real. Then there's one other scene again that I did not like. That time that they approached an island filled with giants. In the myth, they came to an island filled with cannibal giants, and those giants were like, throwing heavy boulders at Odysseus and his men, and these boulders, destroyed some of his crew members and their ships. But in the movie, they just had the giants dress up in armor, like all these metal armor, medieval metal armor, fighting with swords from the medieval times. This is not accurate. So then the last and final one is they just turned the Odyssey into Odysseus narrating his life's ordeal to Calypso. Calypso turned into a therapist. It was so funny. Like Calypso is not a therapist. They should have just told the story as it is. We don't want Odysseus narrating his life story to Calypso. Calypso did not want Odysseus to go. So she was not even trying to make Odysseus to remember his past or something like that. She kept Odysseus in her island until Zeus sent Hermes to tell her that if she did not let Odysseus go, that he would sink her island to the bottom of the ocean. That was the reason why she just left Odysseus. But in this, they had her like trying to get Odysseus to like remember his past, to know stuffs about him. Like it did not feel like this like the real story. So it's just a 6/10. I'm not going to be seeing the movie again because it's boring. Honestly, I fell asleep so many times. So how will you rate the Odyssey? Will you give it a 10 or 9 or 8? How will you rate it? For me, it's a 6, a solid 6. Like there are a lot of inaccuracies. If you've watched me to this point, subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel, please. I post one video every week. And make sure you like this video.